Hi everyone, this is Angus here, and today I'm going to give you a full review of the Northbound Gear Voyager Expandable backpack. So as you can tell, it's a little bit dirty, and that's because I've been using it thoroughly over the last month. I uploaded an unboxing video of this bag back in December last year, and I have taken it to Geneva, I've taken it mountain biking, I've used it for traveling, I've used it for so many different occasions, so I can definitely give my opinion on what I think about this bag. So I bought this bag at a 50% discounted rate because I'm an ambassador for Northbound Gear. Northbound Gear haven't had any interference in how this review was made, and this is the first time they're seeing this video. So this backpack is currently listed as £109 on the Northbound Gear website. This is not a cheap bag, and I'm sure if you're thinking about buying this, you would expect to get an exceptionally good quality bag. So I'm going to be splitting this review into 5 sections. The first one is the specs, then I'm going to be talking about the waterproof design. After that, I'll be going over the pros and cons, and the last thing I'll be talking about is how this backpack works as hand luggage. So firstly, let's take a look at the specs. Starting with the capacity, it is adjustable. It can go from 26 litres to 38 litres, and changing the size is really easy. There's one large zip, and I explored this in my unboxing video. Also, this bag has 16 pockets, and this is why I regularly choose this backpack over my own suitcase. Even though a suitcase does have more storage, this backpack has so many different pockets, meaning I can use sections for my camera gear, some for my clothes, some for my laptop. It's also got a built-in raincoat, and you can access that at the bottom of the bag. Personally, I've never used this raincoat, and I don't plan on using it. I'd much rather wear a waterproof coat or a jacket. I think the raincoat just looks a little bit silly, but I can see that this would be useful for people who are wearing smart wear to work but don't want to wear a coat and want to be able to stay dry if it starts raining. There's also a USB port in the side of the bag, meaning if you have a power bank in the bag, then you don't have to open your bag. All you have to do is plug it into the outside USB port. The last feature is a security pocket, which can be accessed on the outside of the bag in between the 2 shoulder straps. I think this is really useful. So one of the features that I didn't mention is that this bag has a waterproof design. The surface is made of TPU and the lining is made of polyester. I did a waterproof test a couple of months ago in San Juan, and I found that when I was using a hose, some of the water went through the USB port.
Okay, pocket number 1 is a little bit wet, and some water did get through.
So there is a vulnerability, but the USB port is pointing downwards and it does have a small shell around it. So I can appreciate that Northbound Gear have tried to keep this USB port out of the way and so it doesn't affect the waterproof design. Because this bag failed the hosepipe test, I wanted to give it another chance, and I tested it loads of times in the shower, and it still failed the test, which of course is disappointing, because on the website they're claiming that the bag is both waterproof and has waterproof zips. This bag definitely isn't waterproof. Maybe if it's light rain you'll get away with it, but if you're expecting to use this bag in heavy rain, I wouldn't. If you use the waterproof cover that comes with it, you might be all right, but just the bag on its own is going to struggle in heavy rain. To be honest, that's the only negative thing I have to say about this bag. I think Northbound Gear would be much better off by saying that this bag is water resistant. So there are loads of things that I really like about this bag. The first one is that it's great for commuting. It has a nice design, so I've used it several times and I think it works well in like a corporate or a business environment. It's also really comfortable to carry. There's a good amount of padding on both the straps and on the back. It's a really high quality material and it feels premium. I think this bag is around £126 right now, and it's absolutely worth the money. Another great thing is that it has 16 pockets. so you're not going to have any issues with storing little items. And the last thing is the compartments. You can store laptops in this, notepads, you can use it for photography, you can use it for traveling. I think it's a really great bag, and because I am so happy with it, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5. Okay, so now let's talk about using this bag as hand luggage. So I took this bag on a flight with Swiss Airlines, and I didn't have any issues with the bag as hand luggage. Now, I did look at some of the biggest airlines in the world, and I found that this backpack meets most of them. The only one that it didn't seem to meet was Ryanair, but it was only over by a couple of centimeters. I can't guarantee whether this backpack is going to meet all of the regulations of the flights, but I can say from my own experience that I have taken this on a flight, and just looking at the bag regulations for most of them, this should be fine as long as it's 26 litres and you don't put too much stuff in it. So I have a Wenger backpack, and I've used this for years. I bought this in TK Maxx a couple of years ago, and even though this was around 40 to 50 pounds, I still pick the Northbound Gear Voyager backpack over this one because it feels more comfortable, and I don't like how this backpack gets full. When it gets full, it starts bulging out. So let's say you're on a really busy tube or a bus, then you're going to be bumping into people. And also the Voyager backpack has a lot more compartments compared to this one. So I will continue to use this backpack for commuting and traveling around. I really think that it's an excellent backpack, and I would highly recommend it. I generally couldn't find anything that was drastically bad with it, so therefore I feel it truly deserves 5 out of 5. So if you'd like to get 15% off this backpack or any other product at Northbound Gear, all you have to do is use the discount code DavidsonReviews15 at the checkout. You can also go to the link in the description. I'll include all the info below. So there's my review of the Northbound Gear Voyager backpack. If you did find this review helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and thank you very much for watching.